Just thought I'd do a quick video of my hammock setup with my my underquilt modifications that I did to fit the Hennessy. First of all, I'll just go over my suspension system. After trying a few different options and playing around mostly with the standard Hennessy system, lashing system, I just found it a lot easier to use these slap straps. I thought about whoopee slings. I know whoopee slings are really popular at the moment, but for me I found these to be a really good option. So these are ultimate straps, and they are a woven daisy chain design. So they, rather than being stitched, the loops are actually woven into place, so they're a lot stronger. There are no weak points to come apart because it's actually woven in rather than stitched in. It also means that they're a lot lighter, so they work really well, and they're not too bulky. In fact, they take up less space than the standard Hennessy slap straps, the long ones to go around the thicker trees. So yeah, pleased with those. Rather than shorten my line, all I did was I tied a figure of 8 and just strapped the rest of the Hennessy line onto itself, so that if I want to be able to just use it in its kind of standard lashing format, then I still can do. I haven't taken any of the line away. Standard Hennessy, what are they called now? Python bag things. What are they called? Snake skins. That's it. I knew it was something to do with snakes. Standard Hennessy snake skins. Now my underquilt fits beautifully on the Hennessy. Just go around, and it's snug as anything. And the only modifications I made since having it was that I added some tabs on either side at the bottom, and added the secondary suspension system, which I just hook up onto this prusik that the tarp's connected to, with a tiny little lightweight carabiner. Obviously a non-climbing rated carabiner, but yeah, it's certainly ample enough. So all that does is it just holds the underquilt exactly where you want it. So you know, if you want to shovel the underquilt one way more than the other, it's really easy to do. You just loosen one end and tighten the other, and it'll pull the underquilt along to exactly where you want to be, depending on the angle that you're laying. Sometimes you might be slightly further to the foot ends, sometimes you might be slightly further to the head end, so all you need to do is just adjust that with a really simple toggle that I've added. So I'll just loosen one end and tighten the other, and that will pull the underquilt exactly where I need it. So that works really well. The other modification I made was putting these little straps on the side. So, as you know, the Hennessy is an asymmetric design, which means that it's designed for you to lay at an angle, in a diagonal. And all this does is just clips onto the guy point here, which goes out to the end of your tarp. So it just holds, it also helps hold the underquilt in place, but also it just stops the underquilt from coming underneath you or twisting round, and that just works really well. Just a little tab stitched on and hooked on to a piece of bungee cord, so it's got some stretch, onto another little lightweight carabiner clip. So they're the only mods that I've made, really. That's all it needs, and to fit the Hennessy really well. Sorry, the video angle's not great. But yeah, it's a really cozy night's sleep, and really easy to set up. Sets up really quickly. You just stick your straps on to where you think they need to be, and then hook on with a carabiner that's already attached to ridgeline. So that's my Hennessy setup, and the modifications I've made to my my Hammock's underquilt. It works really, really well.